Drew McIntyre defending his WWE Championship against Goldberg is scary enough, right? I mean, for two very big reasons. 3. Apparently WWE doesn't seem to think so because according to WrestleVotes, they are heavily considering a scary finish for men's Royal Rumble match. Come on, not the Rumble match. Last year's Royal Rumble match was my favorite of all time, and this year, we're getting some BS finish? Really? And what could that even be? Something like, just before number 30 comes out, we have two last people eliminating each other. Ryback enters at number 30 and starts doing one of his SMR videos. That would actually be kinda sick. Honestly. I would pop. Honestly, me personally, I would pop. And then he would start playing with his head and stuff. Awesome. But it definitely could get worse, so let's talk about it.
Good morning, everybody.
Oh! Oh, I'm not gonna hurt you.
My family. Drew McIntyre.
Farming is gambling. Why would I watch the show?
A little bit of the bubbly.
I'd much rather be at home.
Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of Greatness of Wrestling. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to your favorite wrestling show on the internet. You're welcome. I want to talk about this tweet right here from a very reliable source, WrestleVotes. Sorry for the lack of details, but still worthy in my opinion. Had a brief conversation earlier with a source regarding the men's Royal Rumble match. They said, quote, "There is a finish that scares the death out of me, and it's legitimately getting heavy consideration." Yikes. If anything, this got me even more pumped for the Royal Rumble match. Now I want to see what's gonna happen. I'm scared, obviously, but I want to know how bad it can get, or maybe WWE will change their minds. Goldberg. We all think about Goldberg right now. Goldberg is in our minds. This video is about Goldberg. Bill, enjoy the damn video. The expectations for the Royal Rumble match are quite high because last year's was so good and people want to see wrestlers winning like Daniel Bryan. I've heard some people wanting Shinsuke Nakamura, Sheamus maybe. But I legitimately don't see that happening. Honestly, I kinda don't see anyone from the active roster winning the match. I mean, there is a chance that Daniel Bryan could win this match, but if they're considering a scary finish, I think that goes right out the window. Now, don't get me wrong, people, I'm not against part-timers. I get a lot of crap for this, but I honestly believe part-timers can actually benefit WWE. That's just my opinion. The problem is, there's a difference between part-timers like Brock Lesnar, let's say, and part-timers like Goldberg, because Goldberg is barely wrestling, he's very dangerous, and we don't really need to see him in the title picture. Now let's take Edge for example. I know he's not necessarily a young talent, but in my honest opinion, if he would win the Royal Rumble match, it would be great. Now let me know in the comments below, do you agree? I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I honestly believe Edge winning the Royal Rumble match is a big positive. Will that happen? Probably not. So in this video, let's talk about what could it be. So most of them will feature Goldberg because like I've said, this video is about Bill. Bill, enjoy the video. I'm not disrespecting you. The Great One? Are you disrespecting Randy Orton? No. Goldberg loses against Drew McIntyre, but he wins the Royal Rumble match, so he will face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Scary, yeah, pretty scary, but it's not as bad as other options because this way, we are still having Drew McIntyre as the WWE champion, and we still have two championships in the WWE, so it sucks. I don't want to see Goldberg winning the Royal Rumble match, but I could live with that one. I could honestly live with that. The second scenario is Goldberg wins the WWE Championship and then wins the Royal Rumble match. Suck the milk right out of my tits, I don't want to see that. Holy crap. That's like the worst case scenario. So yeah, it would be Roman Reigns versus Goldberg at WrestleMania for both championships. And even if Roman Reigns wins the match, I don't care. I don't want to see WWE unifying the championships again. We don't need that. And also Goldberg ruining 2 moments of the Royal Rumble. No, that is a big no-no. But I can really see that happening. And it's pretty scary. Yeah. That is definitely scary. Now I get what he's talking about. The other scenario is Roman Reigns retains the Universal Championship and also wins the Royal Rumble match, and we're getting the same Undisputed Championship match. It's basically the same, but if WWE want to play a bit more smart, they will probably put Roman Reigns in the Royal Rumble match instead of Goldberg. But it's the same crap anyway. Goldberg is WWE Champion, Reigns is Universal Champion, Undisputed Championship. The other scenario, which is quite good in my opinion, Brock Lesnar returns and wins the Royal Rumble match. Now, I've seen many people in replies of this tweet saying, it's Lesnar, right? Brock Lesnar is returning. The part-timer, the ultimate farmer, ultimate part-timer is returning to WWE to take that championship and take that moment and ruin it for everybody. No! What are you talking about? Brock Lesnar is the best. I'm not joking, by the way. I honestly would love to see Brock Lesnar winning the Royal Rumble match. Look, people, whether he chooses Drew McIntyre or even better Roman Reigns, 2 stories, both stories are actually very, very good. I would even prefer Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. And I know, dude, I can't believe I'm saying this, by the way. Every time we got Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, I didn't like it. You know, the match at 31 was good, but other than that, the story was always bad. It's pretty different now. Roman Reigns is a heel, he's with Paul Heyman. What's gonna happen? Unless Roman Reigns is turning face, this rivalry actually has a lot of potential. But Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar is a safe option, and I am pretty okay with it. This way, we're not getting that stupid Undisputed Championship match. Another possible option is Miz cashing in mid-match. He loses the match, he gets pinned by Drew McIntyre, but even though Goldberg didn't win the championship, he wins the Royal Rumble match and he's going to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. You get the point. Still, not the worst case scenario, pretty stupid, but I mean, at least it's not for both championships, right? Another very unlikely one, but still pretty scary to some people, Jinder Mahal winning the Royal Rumble match and facing Drew McIntyre. Since, you know, it's a pretty big rivalry, people really want to see that. Drew McIntyre actually really wants that rivalry. I believe it's more likely that we're gonna see Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania than Jinder Mahal. But, I mean, I wouldn't really hate it if Jinder won. But I know some people would really be disappointed with that. Really disappointed. I wouldn't go crazy for it, but I don't hate it. Anything with Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss and Randy Orton, whatever it is, some scary shit basically. I don't want to see that, by the way. I'm so tired of it. You know, it's a possibility that we're not getting a Royal Rumble winner or something along those lines. I don't know why, but I have this feeling that something shitty is gonna happen. You know, Bray Wyatt burns the ring or something. I don't know. Something like that. Don't want to see that at all. Nia Jax wins the Men's Royal Rumble match. Maybe I focused a bit too much on the scary part. That's like one of my main nightmares. It's my sleep paralysis demon. Nia Jax pointing at WrestleMania sign. Look, people, it may not happen. We don't know whether WWE are actually going to go with that scary finish. But if they don't, I really want to know what they had in mind. I hope that someone will actually reveal what was the original plan and they really actually wanted Goldberg to win the Royal Rumble match. I want to know whether it happens or not. Hopefully, you know what? I hope I won't find out, at least for a while. What I do like about the story is that now I'm excited for the Royal Rumble match even more. Like I've said, people, I'm excited for Goldberg versus Drew. I'm excited for the Royal Rumble match because people don't get me when I'm saying this, but look, I'm excited for these matches because it's one of these very rare scenarios where wrestling feels real to me. It feels like sports because I'm actually rooting for my favorite. or something like that. Basically, I don't want something to happen. I'm actually watching it as if it's real. I like that feeling. I like the stress in the WWE. One of the main problems I have with the wrestling fans is that people really want boring shit. Like, they really want everything to be perfect and boring. So let me know in the comments below your prediction. What is this scary finish that WWE are heavily considering? To end this video, I want to talk about this image right here. People are taking it way too seriously. You need to understand that WWE's Fox account is not an official WWE account. Do you really believe they would tease returns like this? Oh, by the way, what a subtle tease. What could that be? I bet it's Triple H. It has Ronda Rousey, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, but even they said they have no idea what's actually going to happen. People are taking it a bit too seriously. It's just a custom-made poster now. If CM Punk does return, amazing. Awesome. Yes, please. Ronda returning is possible. I see that happening, but it's just a prediction. Not a spoiler. So thank you for watching this video, The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.